Ahoy, this is Zdenka. Have you ever tried to upscale and restore your old photos that you treasure? I did, and no matter what I tried, and I did that in the past, I couldn't get too far, so I just left it at that. Back then, we didn't have the software that could do it. Now, things are different. I've introduced Aiarty Image Matting and Video Enhancer on this channel already. Both were amazing and very helpful. In this video, you will learn how to upscale your images up to 32K and restore all details with Image Enhancer. And it's amazing as well. You'll see it. You can fix common issues such as noisy photos, blurry photos, sharp and soft photos, restore old photos, upscale photos, and adjust color. This video is brought to you by Aiarty. Let's open up the software and explain what we see here. This big area is where you will see the image you are working on. On the right side are all the tools you can use, and at the bottom are already imported sample images that came with the software. Here is where you can upload all your photos. If you drag this slider to the right, you can see the images much bigger, or you can make them look small. When you hit this icon on the left, all images will appear large automatically, so you can just scroll to whichever one you want to work on. Let's go back to the default view. Let's stay with the included photos first. I'm gonna run through them quite quickly, and then I'm gonna import my own photos. And those are my old photos that I kind of treasure. Those are my special photos. I just want to challenge the software. I wanna see what it can truly do. All right, let's select the first photo. It's already loading the default AI model. The original photo is very blurry, there is a lot of noise, and the details are not there. Well, there are lots of details now. If I drag the image around, the whiskers definitely show how much detail has been generated. In the preview window on the top left side, you can see the original size of the image. Here on the right, you can see the upscaled size of the image. I just left it on the default 2x for now. I will be upscaling my own photos. Here at the top center, you can switch the preview window to see the photos side by side. You can drag the image just by pressing and holding the left mouse button. You will see this hand. Let's go back to the previous preview that lets you just drag the slider. And here, you can also drag the image around with the hand. At the top right corner, you have another option for a preview. Just drag the rectangle to move the image around. If you go lower on the preview window, you will see the refresh icon here and the resize controls. Here you can select the size of the image you want to see in the preview panel. Let's move to the right panel and explain AI models. First of all, the software detects what hardware you have and selects the best one automatically. Below are AI models. There are 5 of them, and each of them is suitable for a different type of image. You can kind of guess what they are doing just by reading the name. Detail will bring more detail. Smooth is for AI-generated images, and Real Photo is for image restoration. If you hit this question mark, it will explain to you in detail what these AI models do. More Detail Gen version 3 generates more details. Get more details, more clarity, more sharpness, deblur plus denoise, better skin and hair, better perceptual quality. Next one is AIGC Smooth version 3. This is for AI-generated images, and it says here it has improved support for AI-generated images, more clarity, smoother, and better quality. The last one is Real Photo version 3, especially used for photo restoration. It gives better fidelity, more clarity, restore original, deblur plus denoise, designed for high-quality images and photos. Below is an explanation to instructions for using one-time scaling. Only enhance image quality without changing the size of the original image. It is suitable for situations where the original image is blurry but does not need to be enlarged. If you want even more details, you can hit 2-pass processing, which will double the AI model. You can then adjust the strength of the processing. You just drag the slider until you are happy with the result. I'm going to tone it down a bit. Let's quickly look at the rest of the photos. the butterfly shot is next. This is calling for a detailed AI model. I'm going to tone it down a bit too. It really brought lots of details. An AI generated image is next. The detailed AI model looks good to me, but let's select the AI GSC Smooth version 3 AI model and see what it does. This one should be for the AI generated images. Burger is most likely also AI generated. These days, all AI images look so good that sometimes I even question myself if those are real or not. But when I make a burger, it doesn't look like that. The dog is AI generated, no question there. I'm still using the same AI smooth model for these. The last photo is of a girl. Again, really low image quality with grain and lack of detail. I will use the first AI model for this one, and that is More Detail version 3. Oh yeah, I can already see the eyelashes. Let's double the AI model. I'm going to hit 2-pass processing. It really generated all details. Okay, these were photo samples that came with this software. Now, let me import my own images, and there are several ways that you can actually import. You can just hit this at the top left corner, go to File, and Add Images. Another way would be to hit this arrow icon in the preview panel. At the bottom left corner, you've got this plus icon. Once you hit that, you can import images individually, or you can import the whole folder. The last option would be hitting the plus icon below. I have my photos in a folder, so let's import that folder. I stopped the image processing for a bit as I want to quickly explain the photos I imported. As I said, those photos are dear to me. The first photo on the left is, believe it or not, my mom and me. The image has very low quality. It's just hardly to really recognize the faces here. The next photo is my old acting headshot. That's roughly 25 years old. The next two photos are very special. I was part of fashion show for Canadian government many years ago. I was allowed to wear national Korean costume, as you can see that. Those were all handmade. They were very expensive. They were brought from Korea. They also brought Korean models. Those women were stunning and very tall. Then I have photos I took myself. The first one is Natty, just an indoor portrait. And then I have 2 more photos I took outdoors. Let's work on the first photo of me and my mom. This photo will probably be the most challenging photo. The quality is extremely bad and the baby face is almost unrecognizable. I just really want to challenge this software. I know this is a terrible photo to work with. Let's try a real photo first and see what this AI model can do with the photo. I like the result, but I still want to try More Details, the version 3 AI model. I actually think I'm going to stay with More Details, and I will also add 2-pass processing for More Details. I'm gonna double it. Since the baby face can't be really recognized, there is a tool that can help to generate the face with face restoration. There are 2 options, gradient overlay or routine overlay. I'm going to try both to see what it does. I'm going to stay with this one, I think. Let's see before and after. I turned down processing a bit. I would like to adjust a little bit the black and white look, highlights and shadows. So let's go to color panel and bring the contrast up a little bit. I'm going to bring the highlights a little bit lower, quite a lot actually. Whites I'm going to bring lower as well, blacks I'm going to turn down a tiny bit, and exposure. I think I'm going to bring down temperature. Let's see if it does something. It does. So I'm gonna bring it to blue tones. So this is the final look before and after. Again, the image was a terrible quality to begin with. It did quite a good job to bring as much as possible back. To export the image, select your preferred setting. You can choose your format, DPI, and level. Choose directory where you want to export the image and just hit single export. Let's work on the acting headshot. The photo is not sharp at all, it's quite blurry, so what I'm hoping to achieve is bringing some details back. The photo is already in 4K. I'm going to stay with AI model more details version 3 and keep the upscale at 4K as I don't need to upscale the photo. I will also enable 2-pass processing and select more details version 3. I will keep the strength all the way. Let's see what happened. I don't need to use phase restoration, but I'm going to change the colors a bit, play a little bit with highlights and shadows. Let's just hit single export and see the before and after. The next images are from the fashion show. I'm going to select the one which is showing a bit more of a close-up. I have this photo only in a print version in my modeling book, so I literally just took a snapshot of it with my smartphone. I selected more detail version 3 AI model, and I also decided to upscale the image to 8K. I enabled 2-pass processing, but this time I selected this smooth version and then adjusted colors. Let's look at the result before and after. The next set is professional images I took. This first one doesn't really need much enhancement, but I just want to try to see if there are any changes. For this one, I selected more details, Gen version 2 and 2-pass processing, this smooth AI model. I've noticed that on the eyes, it created more details in the skin and the sparkling makeup. For the next shot, I used more details version 3 AI model. I upscaled it to 8K and I used 2-pass processing smooth version 3. It did bring lots of details that weren't there before. Perhaps the most impressive result I got is on this last photo. As a professional photographer, I will use this for sure. The eyes, face, and hair needed more detail, so I used more detail version 3 again, 2-pass processing, more detail version 3 again. Take a look at the details. Her eyes, the makeup, eyelashes. There is so much now. When you go to her lips, they are enhanced, but what I also noticed was the sharp edges around her teeth. Let's just export the image. Here is before and here is after. Besides exporting the images separately, you can also hit batch export. It will export all the images you have opened up in the software, so you can just edit them all first and then export. I'm amazed what the software can do these days. We did not have that before. Link to Aiarty Image Enhancer can be found below the video in a video description. You can try it for free first and see how you like it. They have 2 different licenses. You can do a standard that is built yearly or get a lifetime license, which is a great value, especially with the current discount. It is licensed to 3 PCs. There are some bonus gifts included as well. Give it a thumbs up if you found this video informative and don't forget to subscribe for more. Meanwhile, I'll see you in one of these videos next. Ciao. Ahoj.